but the guy who really knows is Senator Rick Scott, who is the chairman of the National Republican Senatorial Committee. He's running an excellent election cycle. Thank you for doing that, Senator. Everyone knows I'm a Republican, but what about Washington and Colorado? Can Tiffany Smiley and Joe O'Dea take away those two seats?
I think we have a really good opportunity. By the way, is Joe Biden still the president? Is inflation still at 9.1%? Do the Democrats still known for defunding the police, critical race theory? Yes. Are they still trying to spend more money and raise your taxes? Yes. I think we're going to have a great November. Tiffany Smiley is running a great campaign. She's neck and neck with think about it, she's neck and neck with a 36-year veteran in the Senate, Patty Murray. Joe O'Dea, Schumer spent $10 million to make sure Joe O'Dea didn't win that primary. That's how much Schumer's worried about Joe O'Dea beating Michael Bennet. So I think Herschel Walker's going to win. Adam Laxon's going to win. We're going to beat Kelly in Arizona. We're going to beat Hassan. And we have a great chance of winning in Colorado and in the state of Washington. We have great candidates. It's a great cycle for us. It's horrible what the Democrats are doing for this country, but it's good for us. Look at turnout numbers. North Carolina, 150 more thousand people voting the Republican primary than Democrat. Ohio, doubled the number of Democrat turnout. Georgia, 450,000 more GOP turnout than Democrats. They are mad at Joe Biden and the Democrats and what they're doing to this country.
You and your NRSC team are doing a great job. And I don't like to toot my own horn. Actually, that's not true. I toot my own horn every day. But I got asked by Bill Hemmer on Special Report last night about the inflation number. Here's what I said. I want to play it for you if I can, Senator. I think it's cut number 33.
Hugh, kick it off. What are we and what is this president in for in the months and potentially years to come?
Well, anyone who's under the age of 62, which includes everybody but me on this panel, Bill, do not remember what this is like. When I got out of college in 1978, inflation was 7.6%. In 1979, it went to 11.3, and in 1980 it went to 13.5. If you're young and just going into the workforce, or you're old and on a fixed income, inflation destroys your ability to make a living. And what it also does is destroy a president and a party, and the Democrats are going to get wiped out. It takes a Reagan, it takes a Republican Congress to cut spending, cut taxes in the states and at the federal level, because right now people are going through something they've never gone through before. Folks on Social Security got a 5.6% COLA. That's already gone. And the military pay raise in the budget this year, 4.6%. We already heard 9.1% year over year. It's a disaster for the country. So, Senator Scott, you're not old enough to remember that, but you were in a tough situation. Your mom was what is it like for people?
What my mom went through.
Yeah, tell us about that, because when you're living in tough circumstances, inflation kills you.
This is what's going on. I remember my mom. We lived in public housing. She was struggling with inflation. She was struggling every day. Do I have enough gas in the car? And can I put food on the table for all these kids? That's what she dealt with. That's going on all across this country right now. Just think about Florida. Just in the last 12 months, your monthly cost has gone up over $700 a month. Hugh, $700 a month. Whose wages are going up as fast as that?
And air conditioning isn't exactly optional in Florida during the summer, is it? You've got to pay that bill.
No, it's hot. Yeah, it's hot. And look at this. We got a lot of retirees that are going back to work. We got people they were going to retire, not retired. We got people going to food banks that have never gone to a food bank. So this is going on all over. And then you got businesses that are having to either close their doors or just dramatically raise their price. And what do the Democrats want to do? Raise your taxes. For every income level, they want to take even more money out of your pocket. This inflation is like a hidden tax. But it's not very hidden, because you see it as soon as you go to the gas station, as soon as you go to the grocery store. And if you're renting something, the rents are skyrocketing in this country right now. This is all because of Democrat wasteful spending. You said it. Balance the budget. Cut taxes. Cut fees. Reduce the regulatory environment. Reduce the size of government. Why in the world wouldn't we be energy independent? What Joe Biden is doing now by going over to Saudi Arabia, and then before we talk to Venezuela about trying to get oil there, but somehow Texas oil is bad, and we're the cleanest energy producer in the world, but we want to be dependent on somebody else. Who does this? You don't.
Meanwhile, I want to go back to your mom. She sent you to public schools where you were taught how to read, so you could read how to learn, and you did not learn wokeness. You did not learn divisive issues. No. I interviewed Governor Glenn.
Go ahead. And by the way, we had to do our job. I mean, my mom said, you will be. She said, you're going to be an Eagle Scout. You're going to make straight A's. You're going to go get a job and make some money, right? And you're going to go to church all the time. That's how this country was built. And this woke environment out here wants to trash religion, teach you the critical race theory, and then you're not held accountable. We got all this crime going on, and got to feel sorry for those people. No, you violate the law, you go to jail. That's how we grew up in this country. I mean,
Rick Scott, the 10-year-old in Ohio who was raped, who had to go to Indiana for an abortion, Democrats thought that tragedy would become their story. And in fact, the criminal, the rapist, is in the country illegally from Guatemala. All of a sudden, they don't want to talk about that criminal.
Hugh, who does this? I mean, you just think, people say to me, why is Joe Biden doing this? Why is Mayorkas the Secretary of Homeland Security? Why is he just completely opening our border to all this? And by the way, let's say there's wonderful people who want to come. What about all the drugs that are coming? 107,000 people in this country died of drug overdose. It's kids that bought a Xanax. They shouldn't have done it online, and they're dead a minute later because they had some fentanyl in the drug. That's what's going on. And it's like I asked Mayorkas when he comes to testify, don't you feel bad? I mean, did somebody died? I mean, you guys are allowing intentionally. This is all intentional on their part. Intentionally let people come into this country with drugs. And then you saw the National Guard guy that tried to save those people and died. Those were illegals bringing drugs in this country.
Now, Senator, let me turn something that Leader McConnell said. Leader McConnell gave a press conference in tongue-in-cheek, and he said, pass-throughs in New Hampshire, number X. Pass-throughs in Pennsylvania, number X. Pass-throughs in Ohio, number X. Pass-throughs in Nevada, number X. Meaning, in other words, Senators Hassan and all these other states and Senator Cortez Masto, the invisible senator, they all want to raise taxes. It's almost unbelievable that they want to raise taxes right now, Senator.
I mean, Hugh, first off, what a pass-through entity is basically how most companies are set up.
Yes.
So if your taxes go up, okay, if you're a doctor's office or if you're a grocery store, whatever you are, what do you have to do? You have to raise your prices, reduce your labor costs, which means fire people, right? Or make less money, which means you can invest less, so you can't grow your business. That's what goes on. I'm a business guy. That's what you have to do when your costs go up. So they don't care. And by the way, they'll go to a press conference. I've watched them. Oh, we've got to do something about inflation. And then they'll go spend money. I mean, they're talking about spending another $1 trillion and raise your taxes on every income bracket. Remember how they promised, nobody making less than $400,000 will see their income taxes go up. No, they want to lower the taxes for the rich and increase the taxes for the people making $75,000, $100,000 a year. I mean,
it's not. So, Senator, I got to get the bottom line. I don't trust any public polling. It's all broken. But I know the NRSC does the best polling in America. What is the ceiling on pickups for the Republican? Is it, as I count, 6? Is that the ceiling? Maybe 7?
I think right now it's 6. I mean, you never know. Maybe something will happen in Connecticut. But use Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, New Hampshire, Colorado, the state of Washington. And maybe if we get a really good candidate and they run a great race in Connecticut.
And not lose any, so that would become a Republican. It's not going to get to 60,
we're going to lose any.
We're not going to lose
voting for these people. I mean,
I don't know.
Vote for them.
I don't know who the 33% are that support Joe Biden. Who are the people that you run into that say he's doing a good job?
Nobody. What they don't get is, why are they doing this? Like, none of us can understand. Why would they do this? Open border, Afghanistan withdrawal debacle, raise your taxes, keep inflation going up and up and up. Why are they doing this? Are they just intentionally trying to ruin our country?
We need those 6 or 7 seats, Senator Scott. You are working 24/7. I want people to understand how hard Rick Scott and the National Republican Senatorial Committee staff are working to turn this country around, because we've got to elect a Republican Senate and House to cut taxes, cut spending, lower inflation, get Americans back to work in good, high-paying jobs and American energy flowing. Senator Rick Scott, thank you for joining us.